I've spammed this comp non-stop for the last patch and have only finished outside the top 4 once, so if you want to learn the most consistent comp of set 9 so far, I got you covered. What's up, Knuckleheads? It's Josh and we are here with our first 3-minute guide to set 9. Today we're talking about Demacian Juggernauts, aka Garen carry. The comp itself, very straightforward, 6 Juggernauts across the front line and 3 Demacians. Garen is your primary carry, of course, so you want to try and 3-star him as quickly as you can. You're going to want to get to level 7 and then slow roll for the rest of the game as long as you can. Make him that unkillable frontline tank. Now, because of the Demacian buff, Garen really only needs 2 items and he'll get a 3rd for free if he's your strongest unit, which he should be in just about every case. I would pick 2 of these 3 items here, although I will say from my testing, I think that Guinsoo's is probably the most OP item on Garen, so you should probably prioritize that in every game. Most guys will advocate you go for Darius as your secondary carry, but personally, I've actually had a lot of success having Lux as a secondary carry. It gives you additional range and some AP damage mixed in, and it's a really good option if you're not going to be able to 3-star your Garen because you're either falling too far behind or you're just missing him on your rolls. Now you should be looking to play this comp just about any game where you're able to 2-star Garen before the 4th stage, especially if you're relatively healthy. If you get to that point, then I would just sit at level 7 and slow roll for as long as you can. But if you get that 2-star Garen early, what you're going to want to do is what I call a fast 7, which means you are going to level to level 6 at round 3-2, and then if you can, level to 7 at stage 2-5. This should put you at 7 before anybody else and give you the best chances to get those 3-star units like Garen and Darius, because those are the ones that you're really going to need. And it also puts you ahead of the curve to potentially get a Jarvan before anybody else, because he is the other Demacian that you will really need in this comp other than Garen with Sona and or Lux. Now this comp spikes very hard in the mid game and falls off in the late game, so if you're starting to lose in rounds 3 and 4, I would actually suggest that you pivot off of this comp and onto maybe a full-on Demacia Sorks comp with Lux as your primary carry and just Garen be a frontline tank. And I would say stay on level 7 as long as it takes to 3-star Garen and potentially Darius as well, depending on how close you are. But if you do hit like an Aatrox very quickly, that might be an incentive for you to level to 8, especially if you're not very close to 3-starring your Garen. Now, as far as legends go, I would almost always go Twisted Fate as your legend because he will give you access to Pandora's items as well as teaming up, which means you will get the correct items for your Garen and you will also get potentially some Zeke's Heralds to buff them up. Almost any of the TF augments are going to work in this comp, but some other ones that are good if they show up would be Petrified Shackles to move up the Demacians, Golden Ticket for re-rolling, you have My Sword for some more damage, Adrenaline Rush to boost up your Juggernauts, and a Unified Resistance to give all of your frontline carries an extra bit of tankiness. And you can see how Juggernauts compare to the other top comps in set 9 by checking out my first TFT tier list right here, and subscribe so you won't miss a single guide when they drop.